Hey, welcome back to the Critical Sports Theory Podcast. We're going to do a little boxing review tonight. We got a big event, a big heavyweight card tonight. And your boy, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, will try to regain his WBC heavyweight title against the Gypsy King, the lineal champion, the one and only Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. There's two co-features we're going to get into. Also heavyweight contests for the WBA mandatory spot. Robert Helenius and Adam Kownacki from Brooklyn, the Polish assassin, Babyface, a.k.a. Babyface, against the Nordic Nightmare Helenius. And Efe Ajagba against Frank Sanchez, another intriguing heavyweight matchup. What's going on?
Let's get ready for this fight, man.
You hype?
Yeah. I kind of know what's gonna happen, but
You see the big Dossa go down?
I'm not. I'm not really too excited for it, to be honest with you.
Your big Dossa?
Yeah, because honestly, man, I don't think Wilder's got it in him. He's always got a puncher's chance, but I have a feeling he's gonna get gassed early, and they're gonna stop the fight.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they're gonna stop it like the fourth.
I mean, I'm shocked because 2 weeks ago, from I'm in boxing groups and I hear a lot of boxing fans talk. I do a lot of YouTube videos and I catch up on my boxing because there's no real station to watch boxing. They don't it's not on mainstream TV that much. So you got to go on YouTube. And to a lot of fans, Fury wasn't even going to show up for the fight, from what I heard.
And that what?
Yeah, the rumor became from the crazies, the Wilderettes.
Oh, the Peanut Gallery?
Yeah, that Fury mental health was going to pop up. So he was going to make an excuse, and he wasn't going to show up for the fight, and that he was going to have to pay Deontay Wilder $80 million for not showing up for the fight. That was what I heard.
Oh, whoa.
I had asked, I'm like, I kind of was like, are you guys really serious about is this the narrative? Really?
I could see where that came from because I was watching one of the pressers the other day, and he was talking about how his baby was in the hospital and stuff with complications. So that's probably where that came from. But, when they talk, they talk.
They just kind of, they take the truth.
They
and
take
just
it to
rip
fucking Pluto. Yeah, it's amazing.
Then we got the whole glove gate thing where, they had a big deal. Somebody posted a video the other night of all the gloves and, Fury's gloves. They already they say was trying to say they look worn in already. And they want to outlaw horsehair gloves now because they move around in the glove. There's just so many Deontay Wilder conspiracies that are just wild, that are just it's delusional. It's actually, to me, made this sport look just dumb at certain times, what these people have been saying about first it was the costume, then it was they spiked Deontay Wilder's water, his own trainer. Then it was that the trainer Breland had one of his other fighters, Anthony Durrell, telling him to throw the towel in and giving him bad instructions from the crowd. Then it was the costume was too heavy. Then it was, Tyson Fury's using illegal gloves. He's got egg weights in his gloves. Or, he's using floppy gloves. Because some fighters, I don't know if you've seen, a lot of people didn't know this, but Ali and Mayweather and sometimes Fury, they kind of would use a floppy jab.
Yeah.
Where you kind of pull out the glove a little bit and you can't hit with power because the glove kind of flops at the end. So you will see instances like that where the hand looks loose. But if you know boxing, you know that you won't be able to throw a hook or anything like that with that hand. You'll basically break your hand. So they were kind of showing videos of that, and because Tyson had thrown a couple of floppy jabs in the fight. I mean, it's just out of this world ridiculous. He wasn't supposed to show up for the fight, and now he's already got bad illegal gloves. I don't know. What I do know is that when they get in the ring tonight, I don't see Wilder, like you said before, having much more than a puncher's chance. I think he looked like he put on some size. I think he might even be a little more stiff in the ring. I have a feeling Wilder's going to go for it early. You might see him pull what Anthony Yarde did in the 8th round of the Kovalev fight a couple years ago and just go haywire, just go all in out of nowhere and just, go for the knockout or gas out. I could see that type of situation in the first couple of rounds for Wilder. Um, supposedly he's been working on all these new boxing moves and all new style.
He's gonna fucking need it.
Yeah, but if Fury cheated like him and all his followers said, why would you change your style? Wouldn't you just stop him from cheating? If that's why he won the first fight.
I think at this point everyone knows that that's just straight up excuses.
Yeah.
The guy's got a brand, he's got an image, he's got tons of followers who just worship him, and they're yes men. It's a whole gallery of yes men.
That's
so
exactly
it's.
what.
The guy's gassed up, man, and it sucks because I would love to see the title come back to the States, but I don't know.
Yeah.
He turns me off. I like him as a fighter because he's exciting to watch, but Tyson Fury's going to stop him. He's going to get him out of there.
I see Fury. If they're in the pocket, Fury's just got too many combinations that he can throw. He can get inside. He's got some skills on the inside. He could fight him from distance. I just think Fury's got too many tools in the tool bag. I think that he probably also feels like he didn't get enough credit for the first fight. There's a kind of people out there kind of shading his win and all kinds of things. I think he just wants to clean finish this whole series off. And I think actually what I saw in the first fight was Wilder hit Fury with a couple in the second fight. I mean, this is the third fight. Wilder hit Fury with a couple of very strong right hands in the first two rounds. Like he hit Fury with two clean right hands, and Fury basically didn't budge. And that's to me where Fury won the fight in the second fight, where if you watch the first round, second round, Wilder hit him with a couple each round with a nice right hand, clean, and Fury just really didn't budge and then kept pressing forward. And after that, I think you saw how Wilder had this look of like he didn't know what to do after that. That's when he was like, whoa.
Kind of like that same feeling he had when he got up out of that coma you put him in the first fight.
Yeah, that was another key thing.
He straight up took his soul at that moment,
Yeah, that was amazing. That was one of the greatest get-ups.
It was like right out of a movie, dude.
It was.
Yeah,
it was.
Nuts.
It was. I think, and people were saying Fury was knocked out when he was down. No, he wasn't. He was actually just kind of regain. What you do when you're down these sports days for a couple seconds, just regain your thoughts and your head a little bit, get yourself together, and then get up. And I saw that's what he did. Because when he got up, he actually got up and started boxing him pretty well. It's not like he was hurt and was like just trying to save himself. He was boxing again, so that was a big moment also. So, and then in the first two rounds of the second fight, when Wilder hit him and couldn't put him down, that was a big thing. So I think Wilder's going to come out on the attack early. I think Fury will what do they call it? He will manage the attack. He'll I can't think of the expression right now. He'll survive the first couple of rounds, the onslaught, and then he'll
kind of let him punch himself out and then just go for the kill.
Yeah. So I'm looking for a TKO by Fury in the first 6 rounds. Somewhere between rounds 4 and 6 is my prediction for the fight. Stoppage for Fury between 4 and 6. I know you like. What do you like?
I said 4th round.
Yeah, you said Fury knockout in the 4th round. I say
stoppage. The refs are going to stop it.
Okay.
In the 4th round.
Yeah, I'm gonna be not as precise as you. I'm gonna say 4 through 6. I'll give Deontay a chance maybe to hang in there in the 4th and 5th round.
He could. He's tough, but the refs,
Yeah, Deontay does have a good chin. He can take some punishment. So, and Malik Scott, his trainer, said he's not gonna throw in the towel no matter what. So, who knows? But the refs, they stop fights quickly nowadays. So
yeah, that's kind of where my head's at. That's what I think's gonna happen.
I think Fury's going to have to come out and establish the jab again in this fight like he did in the last fight. And also, used those assortment of punches he had. He was using hooks, went to the body. Wilder's going to have to try to throw a jab to the body, which I've never really seen him do. But that would be an effective move for him if he was able to stay with that. Jabs to the body, and then set up his 1-2. That'll be something new for Wilder to do. I don't know. I I wouldn't mind seeing them trade in the pocket for a while. I want to see. I like to watch Tyson's array of different punches he likes to throw. Get on the inside. Tyson still got more he can even show against a Wilder. So it'd be interesting to see. I think Tyson's even getting stronger. I feel like Fury, because he's been in the gym and he's been with Sugar Hill now. He was only with Sugar Hill for like 2 months before that fight. Now he's been with Sugar Hill for almost 2 years. I think Tyson Fury's going to have some power, some even more power than he even had in his second fight, because Sugar Hill and the Kronk Gym, where he trains out of, Emmanuel Stewart's nephew, their MO is sitting down on your punches and hitting with power. So I expect Tyson Fury to have some real deal power too in this fight, and be able to have some big shots coming for Wilder. I think it'd be an exciting 4 or 5 rounds tonight, though. I think it'll be a condensed fight where you have a good fight, action-packed, but only about 5 or 6 rounds.
Yeah, they'll put on a good show.
Yeah. I think, so a couple of the other fights beforehand, let's go to the Robert Helenius and Adam Kownacki, the rematch. The first fight, Helenius, the Nordic Nightmare, upset Adam Kownacki with a 4th-round TKO stoppage of the babyface Polish assassin. It was Kownacki's first defeat of his career. He's looking to avenge it. Helenius is a veteran. He's been around. He has a couple of losses. He has a couple of pretty good wins over time. He hadn't had a good win in a while, so him beating Kownacki was a good win. Can he do it again? From watching the first fight, I mean, we know what Kownacki does. He's a pressure fighter. His defense is throwing a lot of punches. He paces himself. We thought he had a really good chin until the Helenius fight, where he kind of got knocked down and then stopped. Well, the referee stopped the fight, but the knockdown didn't seem like such a big shot. But it kind of, I guess, was one of those ones that was well-timed or well-placed, I guess. And so Helenius was throwing bigger shots, while Kownacki was just doing his usual thing on the front foot, throwing his jabs, throwing hooks in a pace-yourself type of way. Helenius seemed like he was a little tired from Kownacki's pressure early on. He wasn't used to it, but I think him hurting Kownacki and then going for the stoppage actually saved him. So to me, if this fight under 6, Helenius is going to try to win this fight within 6 rounds. If the fight goes longer than 6 rounds, I think Kownacki's going to will end up wearing Helenius out and winning the fight, probably by decision, by throwing a lot of punches like he does. And I don't know if Helenius has the stamina anymore to fight that type of pace and go 12 rounds like Kownacki does. So, but I could see another situation where Helenius just knocks him out again. Helenius is a pretty hard hitter.
He's just a scary-looking dude, too, bro.
The Nordic Nightmare,
yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm a little torn on this fight. I kind of like both guys as fighters. They're different, very different. I think if it's a quicker fight, Helenius will get the job done. I just feel like, for some reason, Kownacki's gonna pull this fight out. I think his chin is gonna be a lot better. I think he's gonna pay more attention and give Helenius a lot more thought in the fight. You know, instead of, he might have overlooked him a bit. I'm not into saying things like that, but it could have been possible. But you know what? I got to go with a guy named Adam from Brooklyn. At the end of the day, I got to go with Kownacki. His name's Adam. He's from Brooklyn. He's Polish.
He's from fucking Greenpoint.
Yeah, man. I can't. And even though Helenius is a Nordic guy, and I have some Nordic blood, I like him too. So I can go both ways. But I'm gonna go with Adam from Brooklyn in this fight. I'm gonna go with Kownacki.
It's either your countryman or the hometown hero. Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the hometown hero in this one. I'm gonna go with Kownacki by decision.
By decision, okay.
Yeah.
There's some other pretty good undercards too, right?
Oh yeah, the FA Ajagba Frank Sanchez fight.
We were talking about that last week. It's a very interesting take you have on that.
It is. Good fight, good matchup. Two young guys, two guys trying to make it, two guys trying to get into that top 10 of the heavyweight division. Up and comers, two fighters that are looked at as like guys who could become heavyweight champion in the future. Ajagba's a big, strong Nigerian, got a nice 1-2, a lot of power. Somewhat basic of a fighter now, getting a little bit better each time you see him fight. Not much of a head movement type of guy on defense, kind of like a high guard defender, learning to throw some mid-range hooks and stuff like that. He's been mixing it up a little bit, but he's a little bit stiff, little strong, stiff, kind of big heavyweight, big tall heavyweight. And then going up against Sanchez, who's a little bit shorter, the Cuban, but Sanchez has a nice array of punches, and I see him being able to do more things in the ring. He's explosive. His hands are faster. I think his defense is a little bit better. He's a slight favorite, I think, at -160. I like Frank Sanchez to beat Ajagba, even though I like Fa. I like him as a fighter. I think he's a good dude. He's a good person when you interview him. He's a very reasonable guy in an unreasonable sport of boxers. So I kind of like Fa. I like him, but I just think Sanchez has too much. I think he's got too much of an all-around skill game for Ajagba. And I think he will. It's a 10-round fight. I think Sanchez goes the distance with Ajagba. I don't think he stops him. He might late, but I think it's going to be a decision for Frank Sanchez. He's just going to have too many skills. He's going to be able to get to Ajagba on the inside, in the mid-range. He's going to really put Fa on defense a lot. I think he'll eat a couple shots too, Sanchez. I think Fa will get off his 1-2 a couple times, but I don't see him knocking him out, maybe hurting him, but I think all around Sanchez will do more work in the fight from rounds 1 through 10, and I think he'll get a decision.
What time is that fight?
That fight's coming up probably in like half an hour or an hour. Right now, Jared Anderson's fighting the American heavyweight. He's fighting a Russian guy, a Pereshkin or something like that. I expect Anderson to win. I've never seen Pereshkin. Anderson's another young American who's highly regarded. Big 1-2, big strong kid. Got some. He's sudden. He's got some quickness on him. He's got some burst. So that he's a very he's a guy that's 8-0, 8 knockouts. He's very raw, but he has a good future if he keeps learning. So interesting to see if Jared Anderson wins tonight. But yeah, so who we going with? Fury. I'm going with Fury, Kaunatsky, and Sanchez. That's my 3-team boxing parlay. And enjoy the fights. And if you guys hear this now, shoot me a text, go in the comments section, and I am inviting everyone to the fight. You can come watch it at my place in Brooklyn if you want to watch the fight and have nowhere to watch it. I put the $80 down, pay-per-view. It hurt my feelings a little bit, but we're going to suck it up tonight. Al Heyman, the $80, but you put on a good card tonight, so I'm not complaining. PBC, ESPN did a good job. So
only in America,
But yeah, that's my take on 3 fights tonight. And Anthony,
we'll hit him back. We'll hit him back with a recap once the fight's over.
Yeah, we'll recap everything.
We'll get into some NFL picks tomorrow morning, Sunday morning.
Sunday morning NFL.
So we'll have that up before the first games kick off.
Oh, you know what? The Jets game is in London.
9:30 a.m.
Okay,
yes.
So we're going to go on record now. We like the Jets tomorrow to win. Okay? Take the Jets, money line. Jets win outright. Period. Go green. Jets. Jets.